Many folks ain't never heard of me, so I'ma introduce myself by using some hyperboles. Waiting for the day I get the silence I deserve. So I ain't talking oxen when I say I just wanna be heard. It seems like everywhere I go, everybody there trying to steal the show. So I'm here with my plan. I gotta let them hear who I am. I wanna show that now it's my time and today is my day. To make you say dad, cause I'm getting my way. It's my time to shine and it's okay. Cause I just wanna be heard.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. It's Tuesday Hoops, and it's next. It's Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics going up against Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. And now, time to get you out to your play-by-play man, Kevin Harlan, our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg from Chicago as they get ready for the opening tip.
Looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Boston Celtics are ready for this one to get started. We're at the United Center. The Chicago Bulls plan to take advantage of home court. Good Tuesday morning. Let's get this day started out right with the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Presented by State Farm. Let's take a look now at the Boston Celtics opening lineup. Ray Allen and Paul Pierce on the wings. Green and KG down low. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. And for the Bulls, Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. Derrick Rose and Ronnie Brewer in the back. And it's Dang in at the 3 slot.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist. Well, you look at the Celtics a season ago, they went 23-18 on the road, and well, that would be a good mark for most teams. That was Boston's worst road record in the last 4 years.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said, I've asked my guys for every ounce of effort they have at the defensive end. We're going to make them work hard for every point, I promise you. If you take him at his word, defense is going to rule the day, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. And they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
Keith Bogans, he's checked in for the Bulls. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Steve just talking about that Celtics road record. Do you think, Clark, that is something to be concerned about, 23-18 away?
Kevin, You know, probably not. I mean, on their overall record, they gained 6 wins from the previous season. If there's any concern for the Celtics, it's probably the question of age and how much do the big three have left in the tank. But it is interesting when you think about it. Last year, when they felt, the year before rather, when they got to the NBA Finals, they didn't feel concerned about not having home court advantage in the Eastern Conference because they had been so good on the road.
Sure.
So that could have maybe put a little chink in their armor in last season's playoff.
And Garnett misses. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. It's stolen by Rondo.
And you're asking a lot out of your teammate to try to handle that pass. I don't like that decision at all.
Boozer gets whistled for blocking. That's his first foul.
That's the right call there. He tried to take the charge, but did not have position.
No, he didn't, Steve. He was out of position and a clear block.
Here's Pierce. He's covered by Dang. Buries it down low. Pierce has got 5.
After coming over from the Celtics, Tom Thibodeau has really brought his brand of defense over to the Bulls. I mean, you've seen it. Hard to argue with the result.
And Rose throws it down home. Here's the angle on our Sprite Slam Cam.
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Carlos Boozer.
You know, looking back now to the 1998 draft, I'm sure there are some teams that picked ahead of Boston in that 10th spot that would like to do that one over and maybe take Paul Pierce because he slipped a little further than people expected, and he's become an absolute superstar for the Boston Celtics.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Rajon Rondo. Thinking back to Paul Pierce's draft out of Kansas, even at that time, it was somewhat surprising to see him drop like that in the rotation.
It really was. I can remember thinking about Paul Pierce and how I thought he was the one guy in that draft who really had a ready-made NBA position in game. And to see him slide, that's why the draft is more art than science. But at the end of the day, you know what? It's all about what happens when you get to the NBA, and he's proven to be a Hall of Famer.
And historically one of the great Celtic scorers of all time.
Without question.
Jeff Green is checked in for Boston. Allen comes in for Avery Bradley. And Rose drops them both.
Well, the Bulls had the best record in the entire NBA a season ago, and one of the reasons was that they were playing in the weaker Eastern Conference, and they really dominated their opponents in the East. Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
And Allen picks him up defensively. Garnett against Noah. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Noah. 10 points for Rose. See, going back to the Bulls, it was never really close near the end as far as them taking the top spot in the East.
And it may have made them, Kevin, a bit rusty heading into the postseason as they didn't look their sharpest at times against the Pacers, but they were able to right the ship anyway.
You saw that series very closely. That was an interesting first-round series.
Very much so, and I thought the Pacers really fought and competed hard, and it was a good matchup for the Indiana Pacers. A young team, but had some matchup advantages there and made it tough for Chicago.
Celtics trail by 4. Releases from 15. And Luol Deng pulls it down. Now the Bulls with it. 4-point game. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
You know, for so long, the best point guard talk had been between Paul, Nash, and Darren Williams. But Rose might have thrust himself in the front of the conversation last year.
Going back to Rose, Steve, he certainly made a strong case with his play.
He was phenomenal in terms of his point guard play, his evolution offensively, and the numbers don't tell the entire story for him. I mean, he's such a pure scorer, but gutsy as well, and a leader for his team, and modest and humble, and somebody whose teammates absolutely love.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Boy, he set him up beautifully with that assist, room service style.
The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Rose. No one near him. No good. So Boston will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Allen for the three. Rebound by Butler. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly. And you get 2 possessions out of this.
It's stolen by Allen. This one for 3. Again, Allen missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They lead by 4. Allen is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Rose is such an unbelievably strong finisher at the rim. His explosiveness and his leaping ability and his strength in the air makes it almost unfair when you're trying to deal with that guy, especially if he's got a head of steam coming at you.
Well, Clark, you nailed it about Rose. He contorts so much while airborne, but Steve always stays in control.
Well, coaches talk about the launching pad. When you let Derrick Rose get to that launching pad, he gets a head of steam and goes off of 2 feet in the lane. Forget about it. He's so strong and so athletic and just a powerful finisher for a point guard. Well, Chicago really established its home record last year at the United Center. In fact, they finished with the best record at home in the Eastern Conference. That was one of the big reasons why they were the #1 overall seed in the playoffs.
Fires for 3, and yes, sir, that one drops. Rose has got 17 now. Here is Rondo. And Rose picks him up defensively. Allen outside. 6 on the shot clock. Green left side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, baby. Move.
Scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 7.
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this...
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Here is Watson. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Rondo, Allen, and Pierce are the perimeter. Green and KG down low. From downtown, that is good. Watson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, Derrick Rose, an unbelievable combination of quickness, size, and strength at the point guard position. Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau said, when he gets the rebound and pushes it, we are unstoppable. He's a freight train, and it's a basket or a foul every time. Guys, he's something else.
We haven't seen many like him, have we? All right, Doris, thank you.
And speaking of fouls, Rose has improved as far as getting to the line. That's been a big plus for him and his team.
Here's Green, flushes it down.
He decided to hang around for a while. A little extra hang time on that dunk and made sure the photo op didn't go to waste.
I'll tell you what, that's usually a technical foul, Clark. I think he got away with that one there.
And here is Brewer. Deflects the pass. Boozer kicks to Rose. Dang against Pierce. Rondo against Rose. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dang with the bucket. Celtics trail by 10. Now here's Rondo. He goes up and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I thought Kevin Garnett really bounced back last season and looked better physically. Remember, the knee issues have been a problem over the years, but looked great last year and is always the key to that Celtics defense.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bulls. And for Kevin Garnett, among active players, the second most career minutes played after Jason Kidd. So, Clark, he's got some miles on that odometer.
Yeah, he does. But last season, he upped his numbers across the board, Kevin. I mean, he may not play till he's 40, but with his size and fire for the game, I think he's still got plenty in the fuel tank.
Unnecessary pass there. He's got to make a better decision.
Kept alive, Pierce. And the layup falls. Pierce has got 10 points in the game.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Then kicks to Rose. Nice movement. Deflected. It's stolen by Rondo.
And, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
Well, eventually, guys, those mistakes will come back and haunt you, so they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Rose dishes to Dang. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, not much of a job there protecting the rim. I mean, poor.
Well, they just pretty much opened the door for him.
Yeah, he didn't waste the opportunity, did he?
Well, last season, the Celtics, one of the great defensive teams in the league, but they didn't do it with a lot of shot blocking. I mean, they tied for second least in the league in that category. It just goes to show you, you can still be good as a field goal defense team without blocking shots.
Noah high post. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Here's Pierce. Oh! And he bangs it home with one hand.
Aggressive transition game leads to the easy hoop.
Yeah, I love to see these guys just trampolining to the hoop.
That was a great angle we just saw on the Sprite Slam Cam. That's a good point, Clark, about the Celtics and not a lot of blocked shots and all the injuries. Steve, in that front court played a part in that.
And age, Kevin. I mean, you look at Kevin Garnett over the last 2 seasons, his shot blocks have really dropped to about half his career average, not moving or jumping quite as well as he once did. Still a very effective player, but at some point, Father Time catches up with all of us.
Allen for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Guys, he's always looking for that open 3. I mean, that's his strength, and sometimes the best time to get the 3 is in transition.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Jeff Green, of course, part of that controversial trade for Kendrick Perkins last year at the deadline. The Celtics were very concerned about their backup 3 position. They saw a chance to get Green, a talented player, but in doing so, they gave up a very popular player in Perkins.
Lonnie Brewer's checked in for Kyle Korver. Shot to stop, and Brewer slams it home.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill, impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, many wondered why it took so long for Tom Thibodeau to get a shot as a head coach. One former coach said he wasn't ready 3 years ago. He was ready 10 to 15 years ago. But for whatever reason, no one wanted to give him an opportunity. In the end, it all worked out for the Chicago Bulls.
Thanks, Doris. Chicago fans were extremely pleased that a lot of teams passed on him until he came to the Bulls.
It's been a great fit so far, as the Bulls should be a solid team for a long time.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Guys, I think the Celtics actually came into the playoffs last season with a little less swagger than usual. I mean, losing Kendrick Perkins in a trade seemed to shake them up a little bit. And with Shaq really unable to contribute due to injuries, a team used to being big inside perhaps felt a little smaller.
Then kicks to Boozer. Left side Rose. It's stolen by Allen. Celtics trail by 3. Jumps up, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, that's great. You take advantage of that turnover and convert at the other end.
Absolutely. I mean, points off turnovers this time generated off the steal.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Boozer throws it down.
Well, no defense there. I mean, he just takes the ball right to the rim. Now running a little bit of time off. Looks like they're going to play for the final shot.
Steve, you're right. If nothing presents itself, hold for 1.
Allen for 3. Can't get it to go.
Tough 3-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Bulls lead by 3.
Hello, Hello and happy Tuesday to you. It's been a great day for NBA action here on HP at the half. The Bulls have the lead out in Chicago against Boston. You can talk about lights out shooting, but this is out of...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here is Rose. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, Rose and Dang on the floor. Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. And it's Korver in at the 2 spot. 6 to shoot. And Allen picks him up defensively. Korver, no luck. Stolen by Boozer. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
When you think about Kevin Garnett, he's now in his mid-30s. I think his legacy in this game will be that he's one of the great power forwards defensively of all time.
Outside Rondo. Over Noah. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. They need to get going. Rose with the ball. He's got 17. The feed to Korver. Back to Rose. They're moving the ball. Korver, good. And the Bulls lead by 5. We talk about the big ticket, Kevin Garnett at the defensive end of the floor. Length and hands, ability, and underrated quality communication. He's got it all. And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam cam for another angle.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Tipped out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Brewers checked in. Here's Pierce. He's got 12. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Pierce has got 14 points.
Similarities between Rivers, the coach, and Doc Rivers, the player. I mean, he had the height to play shooting guard, but was the most valuable running the show as the point guard.
Pierce with the steal. Now here's Rondo, guarded closer. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, he just does so many things well out there.
A true pro, a professional display he's put on here.
Great point, Clark, on Rivers. You know, the teams that he has coached, Orlando and Boston, really embody him. Steve, they all play smart, tough defensively, well coached up and down.
Yeah, it is interesting how teams kind of take on their coach's personality, and that's definitely been the case with Boston and Doc Rivers. As a player, he was tough, he was smart, he was competitive, and it sure shows in the way his Boston teams have played the last few years.
Paul Pierce playing very well. He's got 16 points, then he's buried 1 3-pointer in the course of this game.
Yeah, it's good that he's established himself as having the ability to knock down that long-range shot because it forces the defense to respect him. And Paul Pierce is not particularly fast or quick, but he's very strong and he's crafty, and he finds angles. He finds a way to get his shot off, and that's one of the reasons he puts up great offensive numbers year after year.
And back to Paul Pierce and what, Steve was talking about, what you've chimed in on with the way the Celtics play. It's a perfect marriage, Clark, between them because he can be so effective in that half-court game.
He really can be. I mean, he's versatile enough where you can use him a lot of different ways. You can post him, you can curl him off screens, or you can isolate the side of the floor for him, and he can get you good quality shots. And he's become a better playmaker in addition to being one of the terrific scorers.
That's a great observation.
They've done such a nice job disrupting this offense and forcing turnovers.
Got a piece of it. Pierce against Rose. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That's kind of surprising. I mean, that's simple execution right there. I'm not sure how they missed on that pass.
The Celtics on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Now, the Bulls had to battle some injuries last year, but it didn't slow them down one bit in their rampage through the East. Carlos Boozer missed time early. Joakim Noah missed a large chunk of the season as well, but it didn't slow them down.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
Just a total lack of focus. Was not paying attention to where he was.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here's Rondo. Stevie talked about the injuries. Boozer, Clark, you come to expect it a bit with the Bulls, but they didn't miss a beat.
They had the depth to make up for it. I mean, Boozer's injury clearly was a problem, but then Noah was out for a while as well, and they really missed his length and activity, particularly on defense and on the boards. Could you imagine their record if they had stayed healthy all year? It would have probably been close to that 70 mark.
Absolutely, you're right.
Well, neither team has really gained an edge rebounding-wise here, and the score reflects that.
Well, if one team can start hitting the boards harder, I mean, it'll give them a good chance to pull away.
Noah the screen. Feeds to Korver for 3. Hits the bucket. He has 5.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shot. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Brewer with the steal.
You know, with that one, he's getting up there in turnovers. I mean, 4 in all now. He's got to be better with the ball to get his team back into it.
Korver, Pierce covering. Korver kicks to Rose. Kevin Garnett with the steal.
Well, I tell you what, it was too congested in there to make that pass.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter.
What a game for Rose. He's got 19 points and 2 rejections.
I like the work he's done defensively, but you can't overlook his scoring.
No doubt, guys. I mean, you've got to admire what he's done in his all-around game, not just the points.
From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin, and you might have guessed. Derrick Rose is our Sprite Spark. His first 3 quarters were terrific. This game probably wouldn't be nearly as close if it weren't for his contributions. But he's got more work ahead of him as we go to the 4th period. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Doris. He has made Clark a big contribution, hasn't he?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the biggest contribution of anybody, I think.
Yeah, no question, Clark. He's been the most important player for this team.
On the court for the Celtics, Green and KG down low. Rondo and Allen make up the backcourt, and it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. Boston trailing. Allen kicks to Pierce. Goes up, and the layup's good off the glass. Pierce has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Back to Dang. There's the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
Rondo against Rose. Goes right up. Rondo, good.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen. Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Now they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
And Garnett misses.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Boozer against Rondo. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Can't hit from in close.
Well, that is not the guy they want to drive the lane in heavy traffic.
He better get going. On its way from Rose for 2. That doesn't go either for Rose. Pushing it up. Green against Rose. Noah against Garnett. It's stolen by Dang.
Kevin, he didn't turn the ball over once in the first half, but it's been a different story for him since the break.
Celtics trail by 3. For 3, Pierce. And Luol Deng pulls it down. Rondo against Rose. And finished off by Noah.
Well, I like that finish. Perfect for that possession.
Yep, a simple one-hand jam.
That's the way to do it, guys.
Now Allen. Here's Green. Outside, Pierce. He's picked up by Dang. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Pierce. Pierce has got 10 points in just the second half.
Just too easy. They're getting whatever they want down there.
You said it, Steve. 5 straight field goals inside for him. The defense has to clamp down here.
They're working it around. It's tipped.
Boy, that's huge. They needed that one.
All alone. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That was good awareness. Fouling and avoiding giving up an easy dunk.
Well, I think that's just good, smart basketball. Make him earn his points at the line.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
As if there was any question, Kev. He's just not fazed by the pressure. He stays focused and always makes big plays.
Outside Dang. Boozer kicks to Dang. Pierce with the steal.
Big mistake. You just can't turn it over in that situation, Kevin.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough. And sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself.
Less than 1 minute left. Here's Boston now. They trail by 1. Allen left side. Noah picks him up. Another shot. It falls.
Well, Rondo has just been stupendous.
Here is Rose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here's Rondo. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A 3 would make it happen.
Buries it.
They've really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe, a colossal collapse, for them to not walk away with the win.
And here's Rose outside. Hins the 3.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Pierce.
Back in the days, you know, they had the Hater of the Year award.
Haters ball 24/7 round the clock. That's how they do it. Inside is a move on massive and crew. Right here. In the city that we call Dodge City. Got a lot of hatred around this place.
Back to when they used to shape shift and shift right back. Before I picked up the mic and started writing rhymes, I could alter my form at any given time. Shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift. Let me take you back to the start when I first started shape shifting. After class at school, really wanted me kicked in. There was little D running for his life with his heartbeat, bumping inside. Moved into a G-up, them cheats couldn't keep up. 60 miles per hour was the speed, I was G1, going straight into my mother's arms. Even tried to move into a car, a bars, a shiny gold bar. Even break the hitman heart, but my mama couldn't see it, she just laughed. Giggled to herself, you a crazy boy, get in the bath. And you better scrub harder, the hard to these parts. I was like, nah, I'm a superhero, I'm honest. You should've seen me earlier, running laps on it. The fools couldn't catch me, believe I was on it. Watch me shape shift, are you watching? Let's go back to when they used to shape shift and shift right back. Before I picked up the mic and started writing rhymes, I could alter my form at any given time. Shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift. I'm a bird, I'm a tree, I'm a bike, I'm a plane on the ground underneath your feet. I'm the rain on the sky, I'm a cloud, I'm the sun, I'm a star. She hoops through Saturn's rings, walls in my palm. I'm a bear, I'm a dog, I'm a chair, so get off. I'm an action figure, but I'm not trapped in a box. I'm free, free with the world at my feet. I'm an 18's theme as I'm running down the street with my chalkboard knees. Sunshine, smile beams. If you're feeling hungry, I'm your quarter pound of cheese. But if you're feeling angry, I'm your punch bag release. But don't go too wild, you might knock out my teeth. What's the kidneys beneath? I'm only weed high, still on the sheets. I still read a Beano every night after tea, cause I'm drawing inspiration for the next thing to be. Then it's back to when they used to shape shift and shift right back. Before I picked up the mic and started writing rhymes, I could alter my form at any given time. Shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift.